All right, everyone. This is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at converting between compound units, and there are two varieties that we're going to look at. Today we're going to look at the basic ones, so we're going to do a single change. So what is a compound unit? A compound unit is something that has more than one measurement in it. So things like miles per hour, where we need to know how many miles and hours to calculate that unit, as opposed to feet or just miles by itself, which would be a single unit. So in this one, as Mars revolves around the sun, it travels at a rate of approximately 15 miles per second. So there's our first compound unit. Convert this rate to miles per minute. At this rate, how many miles will Mars travel in 5 minutes? So we got two things going on here. We need to convert 15 miles per second into miles per minute. So let's do that first. So if I write this, I have 15 miles per second. So remember that per is division, so per second, and it doesn't have a number there, so it's 1 second. Okay, and I want to change it to miles per minute. So in order to do that, I'm going to multiply, and I need to connect together the part I'm trying to get rid of and change it to the part that I'm trying to get. So I'm trying to get rid of seconds and change them into minutes. So this is why this one's a basic one, is those go together pretty quickly in one step. Because I know how many seconds are in a minute. So there's 60 seconds in a minute. The question is, do I put the 60 on top or on the bottom? So the trick is all about the units here. You want them to cancel out, so you need to have whatever I'm trying to get rid of, the seconds, one on top and one on the bottom. I have one unit of a second on the bottom here, so I need my new one to be on the top so that they can cancel out. So it'll be seconds on top, minutes on the bottom, and then you just put in the numbers that of how many are in each. So there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and put those there, and then I'll go ahead and multiply those together. Now it's important to note here, if you pick a different conversion, it should still work. For example, if you say there's 120 seconds in 2 minutes, it'll all work out the same way. You just have to make sure that it's equivalent. All right, so jumping back here, I now have two separate fractions. So I have 15 over 1 times 60 over 1. Now since they're both over 1, it's pretty easy. We just do 15 times 60. So I end up with 900 miles, remember these seconds cancel out, so miles is on top, per 1 minute. And the way you do that, just 15 times 60 is 900, 1 times 1 is 1. So 900 miles per minute is that first part of the question there. Now for the second, at this rate, how many miles will Mars travel in 5 minutes? So I have 1 minute here. I need to change it to 5, and to do that, all you do is multiply by 5. But just like with fractions everywhere, if you multiply the bottom or top by something, you have to multiply the corresponding of the other one. So if I multiply this by 5 to get 5 minutes, it's not actually equal, then I'm going to say 5 minutes, 1 minute times 5, and then I have 900 times 5. So it would be 4,500 miles in 5 minutes. Okay, so how many miles would Mars travel in 5 minutes? 4,500 miles.